with a bit of a story. Once upon a time, there was a boy named David. And he was a sheep herder for his father, and he lived a very peaceful life. But one day, a giant came to his land. And that giant challenged anyone in David's land to fight against him in a battle. And despite David being many times smaller than Goliath was, he still decided to face up to that challenge. And so, during the battle, Goliath charged at David, and David charged courageously right back, and used a little stone and a slingshot to defeat David in that battle. Now, the Goliaths of our society are centralized organizations, banks, governments, and what doesn't make sense to me is that time and time again, centralized organizations have proven to us that they can't make decisions that are in the best interests of us, the people, the Davids of the world. For example, the 2008 financial crisis, banks acted maliciously, they lent loans to people that couldn't pay them back, and they disrupted the financial market, and many people lost their homes, their jobs, everything that they owned, and that's just unacceptable to me. And so we need to find a slingshot against the Goliaths of our age. So this is what a centralized organization might look like. There's a single point of failure at that center. And the slingshot of our era is blockchain. And to give you a very high-level summary of what that is, you can think of it as a collection of computers that network with each other and that can communicate. And they essentially agree on a set of rules that they will not deviate from. And those particular rules and this entire system essentially bakes in several very interesting characteristics. The fact that blockchains are completely decentralized, which means that there's no single point of failure. If any one of those red nodes on that network fail, any other can take its place. Another interesting aspect is that it's completely immutable, which means that once changes are committed to the blockchain, they can't be changed. And this allows us to restore power to the people. And so I decided, okay, I'm on board. I want to start supporting this slingshot of the future. And so I built an Ethereum miner of my own, and essentially this is a very glorified calculator that completes very computationally taxing algorithms to uphold the security of the Ethereum network. And the Ethereum is a cryptocurrency, the second largest in the world, in fact. But this was just my entry to the space. I actually had the opportunity to go to many conferences, as Naveed said, and I got to speak to some of the brightest minds in the space. And on the right, we have the CEO of Tendermint, and he's someone that is developing the foundational infrastructure for blockchain. And on the left, we have the CEO of Salt, who's developed a cryptocurrency lending platform that is now worth billions of dollars. And so in talking to all of these experts in the field, I came to realize that the real potential of blockchain isn't necessarily just the fact that it's a quick buck for a lot of people, as the hype has been. Rather, it's the decentralized applications that really make it special. So think about this. The internet that you use and love today wouldn't be much without the applications that you use, whether that be Google or the weather network. And very similarly, on the blockchain, decentralized applications are what make the blockchain so special, and that's what's going to restore power to the people. And so I decided I want to build my own. So I decided that first I need to figure out how exactly blockchain works. And to distill 1.5 years of learning in about 30 seconds, the way blockchain works is when someone requests a transaction, that transaction is then sent to all the nodes in a network. And in that network, computers like my own will do computationally taxing algorithms in order to solve a math problem. And it's like a mini math competition, and whoever finds the solution to that math problem first will be able to add and verify a block of transactions to the blockchain. And that's when the transaction is complete. And over the next 1 to 2 years, majority of the innovations are going to be in this space, because this is the foundational infrastructure of blockchain. Think of it like the TCP/IP, for those of you who know it, for the internet. It's a foundational protocol that actually the blockchain is based on. And so I decided I want to launch an attack, be the courageous David that's going to impact a significant aspect of our society. And one of the problems that face a lot of us is social media. So I want you all to think about this. All the smartest people in the world, people at Facebook, Google, Snapchat, YouTube, their business model is to keep you on their platform as long as possible. And so they're taking your attention, they're taking your time, and you're not achieving the things that you really want to in that process. So I thought that economic model is completely broken. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I decided to build Concord. And this is an application that I'm building that aligns the values of users to advertisers. And in essence, people are able to go onto this platform, take a look at particular challenges that they might be interested in, for example, to take 10,000 steps, or to keep their phone down for 150 hours a week so that they can become more socially involved. And whatever their interest might be, they're able to then use these rewards to redeem for coupons or for sweepstakes that companies might be interested in showing to these people. And that's what's really there to be excited about blockchain. All of these cryptocurrencies, as of right now, are working on that fundamental bottom layer of protocols. But what really excites me about blockchain is that it allows us to rethink these fundamental economic models, ones that are broken and actually take away from us as people. Blockchain allows us to take back ownership of what's really ours, whether that be our wealth, our identity, and all of that is going to be powered by decentralized applications. And so in the next little while, as these cryptocurrencies iron out that fundamental structure, we're going to be able to start using blockchain to face any Goliaths that come our way. Thank you.